your boy DFW exclusive, man. The one and only, the top shot of Dundalk, young man. Hey, man, for those who don't know, let us know who we here with, man.
CMK Capone, man. Big CMK shit, man.
Yeah, man. Hey, bro, like, I really don't, you know what I'm saying? This is my first time talking. We were supposed to be locked in and shit.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? You got your page took and shit. Like,
yeah.
Bro, what the fuck happened with the page shit? What happened?
I ain't gonna lie. I posted some shit on my story I wasn't supposed to post. They took my shit down and it was like, they let me get on there and it was like, all right, we're gonna give your shit back, da-da-da. Like, you know what I'm saying? The shit that they take away when they take your post down.
Yeah.
And out of nowhere, that hoe logged me right the fuck out. Like, when I got out Instagram, went back on Instagram, hoe logged me right the fuck out.
Yeah.
And it was talking about, oh, you gotta wait to get your page back. Tried to log back in that bitch and it was like deactivated. That motherfucker gone.
Damn. So this is like your first, second time? How many times you lost your Instagram though?
This is my second time. This is my second. This right here, my third Instagram. This is my second time because I lost my last Instagram last year right after South by Southwest. Like, as soon as we got back from South by Southwest, like a month or so later, I lost my shit.
Yeah. So how much of a, and I said that that kind of ties into what I was saying. It kind of really leads up to the real question I want to ask. Mm-hmm. How much of an importance is social media to an artist type shit?
Man, that shit important. That shit important because it's like and when you post something, it's not the same as like in the 80s, 90s, you know what I'm saying, early 2000s, you know what I'm saying? Niggas gotta, they know when a nigga dropping by going on Instagram or like YouTube or some shit, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, before, like, I remember when Young Boy dropped, I knew when he dropped on fucking YouTube and shit like that, like, this, like, 2017, you know what I'm saying? Back then type shit. Yeah. Like, nowadays, you know, when niggas dropping on Instagram back, you know, looking and shit like that, niggas need that. Niggas need Instagram, Twitter and shit like that so they could post and reach out to their fans. You could see what your fans like, what they don't like, drop a snippet. If they don't like that shit, you can delete that snippet or redo some other, you know what I'm saying? Like, that shit important, because if you ain't got it, niggas ain't gonna know who you is unless you know what I'm saying? Yeah. Gee.
But I will say this, though. Social media became dangerous as hell as far as, it's both, it got its pros and cons, you know what I'm saying? You know where I'm going with this shit.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? People, you know what I'm saying? I've done this other nigga done dropped pictures of dead bodies on stores and you know what I'm saying? Like, like what's the
niggas getting killed on live and shit like that, all that on G. You get on Twitter on G, you can see anything from a meme to a nigga dying to some ass cheeks on. So you see everything on that motherfucker.
Nah, but real talk though, like just like real talk, like how do you feel about like seeing like you got these rappers that's really just they one of those is like they good rappers, but you really know them. Like, you see what I'm saying?
Type shit.
The cap rappers, they get
type
on social
shit,
media. On social media, they the king of social media. Yeah. They kind of makes it look bad for the authentic artists. So how do you feel about that?
I mean, everybody got their ways. Like, you know what I'm saying? Motherfuckers that, you know, they grew up nice or some shit like that, and now they want to do this and that. But that's on them, you know what I'm saying? Some motherfuckers be following the blind. They get led by the blind. You know what I'm saying? Blind leading the blind for real motherfuckers. You know what I'm saying? Niggas, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's they prerogative. That's all I can say for real. You know what I'm saying? Like, me personally, I'm trying to stay out the way with bullshit on G. I ain't got time for that shit.
Yeah.
So. I ain't got time for that shit.
Nah, you say you ain't got time for bullshit, man. You know, we've been chopping up for a little minute now. What's been going on? Because you said bullshit, like, what's been going on?
Man, I ain't gonna lie, nothing been going on for real on G. A nigga been cool and like, on G, ain't nothing been going on for real besides like me losing my page. Well, like, you know, I told you that nigga got into that badass wreck and shit like that on my birthday, then my pops passed right after that shit. You know what I'm saying? So nigga really been trying to get on track and shit like that. That's really about it.
Rewind this shit, because that's really what I was trying to get into. I just didn't want to be too blunt about this shit.
Yeah.
And just I want to kind of ease into it, because I know that's kind of a sensitive subject, since how like boom, you see what I'm saying? And it's still some shit you still grieving off of. You see what I'm saying? I'm trying to, but take me through the night leading up to the wreck. Like, was it a regular night? Like, how was this shit going? Because I understand it was your birthday, but like, what the fuck?
So my birthday June 5th. This June 4th. It's like we going into my birthday. I'm in my homegirl house. Her sister, her cousin over there type shit. We over there chilling and shit like that, listening to music. My sister 2 times pop up. Shout out CMK, OG, shout out 2 times. But she pop up. She come. We chilled some more. She ended up leaving. They was telling me I could spend the night, but I had to go back to the crib. I think I had to do something the day of my birthday. I had to do something that morning on G. But I ended up leaving. I remember leaving and getting on the highway. But they said next day I just wake up in the hospital. And my mama in front of me and shit like that. I'm in fucking lame ass JPS. Out of all places, I go to fucking JPS, which fucked me up on G. Cause my doctor would Texas help. But now though, I wake up, the lady tell me, she's like, oh, you hydroplane. I was like, did I hit anybody? She was like, nah, it was a single car crash. And they said I fractured my pelvis and shit. Then right after that, like I was supposed to be in the hospital for a couple more days, but I ain't have my own, I ain't have my own room. I ain't have my own room. So when so getting out the hospital, being in the hospital, I'm like, bro, I want to leave, like, let me go. And then my mama told them to not to give me no purse, cause she know my ass. She know my ass, so G, she really her purse, which they did it. They ain't some bullshit. But now I get to the crib and I'm chilling. Then I end up finding out like 3 days later my pops passed. You know what I'm saying? He passed from it was really natural causes. Like I don't really. He had like a whole bunch of health problems and shit like that. So that really like fucked with me, cause it's like, damn, a nigga barely had a 23rd birthday. Then my pops passed right after that. You know what I'm saying? Like I had just signed. And it was even more crazy is he came to the hospital to see me. But I didn't, you know what I'm saying? I'm like, at the time I was out of it, you know what I'm saying? I'm medicated, they got me medicated and shit, you know what I'm saying? They trying to stitch my head up and shit. I'm out of it, so I don't know he there. So like, I really ain't get really, you know what I'm saying? So like, that was the last time I seen him, but I ain't see him type shit. Gee.